السلام عليكم طلابي الأعزاء، كيف حالكم اليوم؟ إن شاء الله اليوم سوف نقوم بأخذ عينة من حل سؤال من أسئلة الآيلتس. This is the book that we're going to do or to answer our question from, which is IELTS 13 Academic. And today we're going to go to page 37. We have test 2, reading passage 1. Now, before I actually approach the task here, what I have to do is just read the title as we said. So I just look at the title. If there are any subheadings here, I also read them. So the title here is Bringing Cinnamon to Europe. Type, we got an idea, a very general idea. So we're talking about cinnamon here, which is one kind of a famous spice, and it's commonly used in cooking. I immediately go to the questions. So today we're going to use questions 1 to 9, and I just read the instructions carefully, choose one word only. This is a note completion task. So we're gonna complete these notes. So from the passage for each answer, write your answers in boxes 1 to 9, your answer on your answer sheet. Now, of course, we're gonna answer these questions on this paper, and then transferring them is not going to be a problem. Okay, the title here is The Early History of Cinnamon. Okay, I got it. Now, as you can see here, we have lots of like ages, or let's say stages when it comes to timings. So we've got the biblical times. This is referring to the word Bible, ancient Rome, and then we have what? Middle Ages. Type. I will start first with this. So this is my keyword here. Biblical times. So added to what? So what was cinnamon added to? So it was added to something. I just go back to the text. I start as we know, we have to start from the beginning. Yani I start from the top when we have the first questions. I start with this paragraph. So I look for the word what? Bible or biblical times. So I just skim through very quickly. I find the word Bible. Okay. So here I need to slow down a little bit. Okay, because I need to find the word that is, related to that. So I just go back a little bit backwards to the beginning of the sentence. Here's the word biblical times. I just found it. So it was known in biblical times and is mentioned in several books of the Bible, both as an ingredient that was mixed with oils for anointing, people's bodies, and also as a token indicating friendship among lovers and friends. Okay, so now I got it. Now here, if you look at the second sentence in ancient Rome, now this is a different stage. I'm not going to look at this now, although I saw it in the question. So what would I do? So I just read again. So mixed with oils for anointing people's bodies. I go back to the question again, check if it's the same, let's say, structure or the same basis. So added to what? So cinnamon was added to. So the answer is oil. I'm sorry for the handwriting because I'm using my my mouse here. Oops, let's just delete it and write the word. I'm just going to use touch screen. So the answer is oil, okay? Or oils, depending on the sentence. Okay, now here, biblical times, again, used to show what between people? So used to show what between people? To show, this is one keyword, and between people. So I go back again to where I put the mark. Always try to put a mark. You can always scribble on your text on the passage. It's okay and acceptable. So here we say biblical times and also token indicating friendship among lovers and friends. So lovers and friends is just like people. So we're talking here about what? It shows what? Indicate, it means to show. So the word here is, of course, so I'm just going to write the word friendship here, Friendship. Sorry about the handwriting, guys, again. طيب, now we're done with this one. Now I go to what? Ancient Rome. Now notice the key rule again, القاعدة دائما, as we always say, whenever you stop or wherever you stop, I stopped here, right? مش أنا كتبت كلمة friends. So I start looking for the next answer immediately next to the word that I found last. So I found the word friends. I stopped here. I put my mark here. And then I start looking here. Hey, ancient Rome. طيب, what did we say about ancient Rome? Now, it is normal to keep coming and going between questions. That is totally normal. طيب, ancient Rome used for its sweet smell at what? So where was it used? Because it has a nice smell or a sweet smell. I just go to ancient Rome. Morning attending funerals burned cinnamon. The ones who went to funerals burnt cinnamon to create a pleasant scent. Scent, it means what? Smell. طبعا, it is very important, as I said before, it's very important to what? To look for synonyms and study them. بهمنا نعرف المعاني أو المترادفات أو المرادفات. يعني scent and smell, they almost mean the same thing. So where did they use them? In funerals. Funerals, you know what it means? It means يعني الجنازة. So smell at funerals. So the word is funerals. Be careful with the spelling, guys. You need to be aware of spelling, and you need to know the correct spelling of every word. So be careful when you're transferring the answers. Okay, let's look now at the next one. Here it says Middle Ages. So added to food, especially meat, was an indication of a person's what? So they used to add it in food during the Middle Ages. So most important word here is Middle Ages. Again, where do I start looking? From where I stopped. And after in the funerals, so I stopped here. So I start looking here. I need to find what the word Middle Ages. So I just skim through very quickly. And I look for the word. Here it is. In the Middle Ages, now they're starting to, so I have to be careful here. So in the Middle Ages, Europeans who could afford the spice, it means who can pay for it, used it to flavor food, particularly meat, and to impress those around them with their ability to purchase an expensive condiment from the exotic East. At a banquet, a host would offer guests a plate with various spices piled upon it as a sign of the wealth. So why? To indicate what? That they are rich. So I need to find exactly the same sentence that is reflected or paraphrased in the question. So here I would say was an indication of a person's what? So I go back again. An indication as a sign. Indication بمعنى sign. شايفين كيف أهمية إنه أعرف المرادفات? So an indication of a sign of what? Wealth. So the key word is wealth. How do we spell wealth? Focus on spelling. So person's wealth. طيب, let's continue. يلا نكمل. Known as a treatment for what? So probably number 5, it could be a disease or something wrong with your health. طيب, again, we're still in Middle Ages. Where do I start looking from where I stopped? من عند كلمة wealth. So I keep looking here at his or her disposal. Okay, cinnamon was also reported to have health benefits. هاي لقينا كلمة health معناته بدي أركز شوي. I need to focus here a little bit. So health benefits, and was thought to cure various ailments, which means diseases, or يعني health problems, such as, there's an example, indigestion. سوء الهضم أو عسر الهضم or something. So, okay, so the key word here is, or the answer here is what? Indigestion. I-N-D-I-G-E-S-T-I-O-N. Sorry again about the never mind the handwriting. طيب, grown in. So where was it grown? It's probably a name of a place or an area or something. So I just go here. Wherever I stopped, I proceed and I continue searching. طيب, خلصنا هون indigestion. Now, toward the end of the Middle Ages, we're still in the Middle Ages, the European middle classes began to desire the lifestyle of the elite, including their consumption of spices. لحد الآن, there are no places mentioned. This led to growth in demand of cinnamon and other spices. At that time, cinnamon was transported by Arab merchants who closely guarded the secrets of the source of the spice from potential rivals. لحد الآن, they didn't tell me where it was planted. I'm still looking. طبعا, I'm reading quickly and silently. with my eyes during the test. So they took it from India where it was grown. شايفين هاي هي. So where was it grown? In India. So we write the word India, and because it's the name of a country, don't forget guys to capitalize it. So it is India. شايفين ما أسهله؟ طيب, let's continue now. Merchants, which means traders or التجار or whatever, merchants used what? To bring it to the Mediterranean. يعني they used something to bring it. Let's look. Again, wherever we stopped, we proceed. Okay, so they took it from India where it was grown on camels via an overland. So what did they use? They used what? Camels to bring it. So that was the means of transport. Okay, very good now. Arrived in the Mediterranean at what? In the Mediterranean at what? Traders took it to and sold it to destinations around Europe. طيب, so arrived in the Mediterranean at what? Let's see. So the key word here is Mediterranean or something with the same meaning. Okay, so I just keep looking again here. Okay, to the Mediterranean here. Now I'm close because I found the key word. Their journey ended when they reached what? Alexandria. So the answer here is Alexandria. So arrived at. You can say arrived at and arrive in. There's a small difference between them. Alexandria. So here I know that it is a place. So Alexandria, make sure to spell it correctly with a capital A because it's the name of a city or a seaport. Type traders took it to what and sold it to destinations around Europe. So they sold it to maybe people, a group of people, or maybe another place and so on. Again, wherever I stopped, I proceed. خلصنا عند Alexandria here. So European traders sailed it there to purchase their supply of cinnamon, then brought it back to Venice. So the city is Venice or the place is Venice. So the traders took it to Venice and sold it to destinations around Europe. Now, how do I make sure it is Venice? Look at what comes next, and sold it to the destinations around Europe. So I just go back a little bit to the back. And here, as you can see, so here they would say purchase the supply of cinnamons, then brought it back to Venice. Here again, this is what the information that is related to it. So this is the name of a place that they took it back to. And this is how we solve this problem or this type of questions, which is about note completion. I hope you got the benefit from it. أتمنى إنكم استفدتوا. يا ريت تدعموا القناة بلايك, subscribe and share. See you later, inshallah, in another episode, and have a good night. Bye.